Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Topic which I am going to discuss is RP-HPLC method development and validation of synthesized core drug in combination with indomethacin, paracetamol and famotidine. Actually, this is the research articles which is researched by Mohideen, Murad, Nihal and Noura and researched at the Department of Pharmacy, Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. First of all, we need to discuss about their background, why we need to make these core drugs. Actually, some medicine which we are using, they have some good effect, but on the other hand they have some side effect. So for reducing their side effect, we need to take some other medicine or in this research article we are actually discussing about this problem. Actually, indomethacin is considered as potent non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug that could be combined with paracetamol. Why we are combining this drug to paracetamol? We are combining it with paracetamol to have superior and synergetic activity to manage pain and inflammation. Actually, this medicine have some side effect, and to reduce their gastric side effect they could be combined with famotidine. Methodology, some methodology we need to make this medicine. This methodology is tell us about a core drug of indomethacin and paracetamol was synthesized and then combined in solution with famotidine. Introduction. In this part actually we will discuss some acronyms, so we need to check what these acronyms stand for. First of all, NSAIDs, which stand for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Second, IND, which stand for indomethacin. Actually, indomethacin is the type of NSAIDs. Third, this is paracetamol, which stand for acronym is PAR. Then RPHPLC, which everyone now stand for reverse phase high performance chromatography, and last one is famotidine, FAM. First of all, we will discuss about NSAID. What is NSAID? NSAID. What is NSAID? It is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and we use this drug for different purposes like for both pain and inflammation worldwide. Their blockage of prostaglandin synthesis by inhibiting cyclohexygenase is responsible for both desired anti-inflammatory effect and undesired gastrointestinal effect. Here we study that this medicine have some side effect, for that we need to reduce their side effect. How we reduce their side effect, we will discuss it in next part. This medicine is divided into two main families. One is non-selective, that block both cyclohexygenase 1 and 2, and second one is selective cyclohexygenase 2 inhibitor. This is the IND, which stand for indomethacin. This is actually the type of NSAIDs, non-selective. Indomethacin is example of potent non-selective COX inhibitor that show efficient analgesia with antipyretic and anti-inflammatory activities. It is utilized for different purposes. It is used to treat rheumatoid disease, and it is also used to decrease the risk of colon cancer, but actually it have some side effect because it is a type of NSAIDs. So as NSAIDs have some gastrointestinal side effect, that's why indomethacin also have some gastrointestinal, renal and other side effects. The gastric effect could be reversed by the administration of famotidine. Here is the main part of this lecture: core drugging, making two or more drugs and utilizing them for one purpose and for reducing their side effect. Actually, gastric side effect could be reversed by famotidine. Famotidine is used in gastric diseases. So we use this drug by combining them with other drugs and reduce their effect. Recently, there has been a trend for combining NSAID with paracetamol, as this often provides synergetic analgesic effect and reduce adverse effect resulting from NSAIDs. Actually, when we combine paracetamol with NSAIDs, low dosage of NSAIDs and low dosage of paracetamol give us good result as compared when we take NSAIDs alone. What is paracetamol? Paracetamol, as everyone now, is a drug which is utilizing worldwide for pain and inflammation. Their effect is also similar to these COX-2 inhibitor, and their analgesic effect are weaker than NSAID. So it has better tolerance and according to it is often preferred. Why we use indomethacin and why we use paracetamol, and next we will discuss why we use both of these drugs. Indomethacin is strong and potent anti-inflammatory and also used in against rheumatoids, arthritis and other inflammatory diseases. On the other hand, paracetamol is considered as first choice medicine for both acute and chronic pain. So why we combine the indomethacin? The combining of indomethacin with paracetamol provide us a good result, like excellent anti-inflammatory and excellent analgesic activity with a reduction of the indomethacin and reduction of side effect. Semiton and Melder are two persons who reported that when activity with milder side effect upon the administration of paracetamol with a low dosage of indomethacin in comparison to high dose of indomethacin, like when we just take indomethacin alone with high dosage, it have some side effect, but when we take low dosage of indomethacin with dosage of paracetamol, we get good results. Next, I am going to discuss famotidine. What is famotidine? It is also a drug. Famotidine is considered the most potent antagonist for the treatment of peptic ulcer. Mainly it is used in the stomach affects some stomach diseases, like ulcer is also a stomach disease. It is used in the treatment of peptic ulcer and was found to be effective for prevention of indomethacin induced gastric injury even in lowest dosage. Therefore, because some diseases need indomethacin and paracetamol, and these two drugs have some side effect on our gastric intestinal part. So for reducing their gastric effect, we combine these two drugs with famotidine for reducing their side effect. Next is RPHPLC. What is RPHPLC? Everyone known RPHPLC is the reverse phase high performance liquid chromatography, and it is considered one of the most common analytical technique, and in this process we are also going to use this technique for combining and for checking our drug. It also provides rapid, sensitive and precise technique to separate and identify the analyzed drug in combination or the used pharmaceutical dosage form. Simple and universal RPHPLC method of analysis was developed and used in this process for separation of mixture containing four components, which are our core drug like indomethacin, paracetamol, famotidine in the formulation. In this process we need we required some materials, which materials are shown in your screen. Like these are indomethacin, famotidine, pyridine, silica gel, paracetamol, sodium acetate, and all these which you are seeing on your screen. In instrumentation, we need some instrumentation. First one is the HPLC, high performance liquid chromatography binary HPLC pump we required for this process, and photodiode array detector were used in this process. On the other hand, nuclear magnetic resonance spectrum was also recorded. That's why we need NMR instrumentation, and also need high resolution mass spectrum instrumentation for recording their spectrum. Next, we are going to synthesize indomethacin, paracetamol. First of all, because we need to combine indomethacin and paracetamol solution with famotidine, that's why first of all we need to synthesize indomethacin and paracetamol core drug. For synthesizing this core drug, we follow this process. The 8 ml dichloromethane was added to the mixture of indomethacin and paracetamol, and synthesis of indomethacin paracetamol core drug. Because we are combining indomethacin paracetamol with famotidine, so first of all we need to synthesize their core drug of indomethacin and paracetamol. For synthesize this, we have to follow this process. First of all, we take dichloromethane 8 ml and it was added to a mixture of indomethacin, paracetamol, EDC stand for ethyl trichloride, and DMAP, which stand for dimethyl aminopyridine. So dichloride methane 8 ml was added to the mixture of indomethacin 200 mg 0.60 mol and paracetamol 101.4 mg 0.67 mol and EDC 128.6 mg 0.67 mol and DMAP. Then stirred this mixture at room temperature over night under argon. Then this reaction was treated with DCM and 1mHCl 3 times. Then we collect their organic layer. Organic layer were evaporated using rotatory evaporator. At last, the crude product was purified by using flash chromatography on silica gel, eluted with mobile phase of hexanol ethyl acetate 1:2 to provide a yellow solid product with the yield 70%. At here we synthesize indomethacin and we get our yield which is 70%. Then in this process we need some prepared solution. These prepared solution are first of all buffer solution, diluents, and then all are core drug FAM, IND, PAR, their standard solution. So first of all we prepared buffer solution which have pH 6, 13.6 gram of sodium acetate trihydrate was dissolved in 750 milliliter HPLC water. Then added 1 milliliter of triethyl nitrate and then dilute it up with HPLC water to 1 liter and then adjust their pH with glacial acetic acid. The second one is diluent which we need in our process. For making diluents, we need 6.8 gram of potassium dihydrogen phosphate and that was dissolved in 1 liter HPLC water. Then adjust to pH 6 using glacial acetic acid. Next, we need some standard solution of FAM, IND and PAR core drugs. For making their standard solution, we need 2.5 mg of standard was weight of every drugs into 25 milliliter volumetric flask. Then add 5 milliliter methanol and then dilute up to 25 milliliter by prepared diluent. We also need standard solution mixture, which is 2.5 mg of each standard mixture like FEM, IND, PAR and core drug, and that was diluted up with HPLC acetonitrile to have volume 25 milliliter. Precision. We also need precision. What is precision? Precision is actually accuracy. We need to check our accuracy, we need to check our precision throughout our process. So precision was performed at different levels. Like at first, instrumentation precision was done. We need our instrument accurate. If we have some problems, some issues, we don't get our good result. So that's why precision is very important. First, instrumentation precision was done. How to precision was done? That was done by injecting the standard mixture 9 times. 9 times injecting a standard mixture in instrument, that will give us good result. On the other hand, intermediate precision was also done interday and between analyst precision. It was examined on 0.08 milligram per milliliter and 0.1 milligram per milliliter concentration respectively. Then we need to hydrolyze of our core drug. Hydrolysis of core drug. The synthesized core drugs was incubated with an esterase enzyme to study its hydrolysis to its parent drug which is indomethacin and paracetamol. This was achieved. How we achieved this? This was achieved by incubating 1 mg of core drug into 10 ml phosphate buffer saline solution which have pH 7.4 and containing 1 mg of esterase enzyme 10 micro at 37 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. At different time intervals, aliquots of 1 milliliter were obtained and then the concentration were analyzed by developed HPLC method.